Hello, my name is Stephen Howard. I'm the Chief Executive of Business in the Community, and we are here today at Social Enterprise Center working with homeless. As the Prince of Wales was joining us on a tour of the facility today, we took the occasion to meet a number of people both that work here in various programs, but also a number of clients from the Business in the Community Ready for Work program, people who have found themselves in the trap of homelessness or in the process of working themselves back into full employment.
There's just I just want to take this opportunity to say how much I think we all owe to John Varley for having taken such enormous trouble over this whole initiative, because if it wasn't for marvellous people like him, we wouldn't get very far. And I must say, I'm thrilled to have this opportunity of joining you all here at the splendidly refurbished Arlington house, above all to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Business Action on Homelessness Ready for Work program. And of course, as many of you know, Arlington House is one of the famous Brighton houses built at the turn of the century to give shelter to the homeless. And again, as many of you know, I'm sure, it has famous literary connections, being praised by George Orwell, for instance, in Down and Out in Paris and London, for, amongst other things, the excellent bathrooms, none of which I had a chance to see in his expedition around this establishment. So for over 100 years, Arlington has helped get people back on their feet, either by providing shelter or, as I have had the chance to see today, by providing people with many of the skills they need to stand on their own feet. But of course, homelessness is, as you all know, a complex issue, and a whole range of reasons can be found to explain why someone, at the end of the day, ends up on the street. And it should come as no surprise, therefore, that the journey back into employment and engaging with society can be a long and not always linear progression. It obviously requires the most tremendous dedication and passion from a whole range of people to ensure that someone who has found themselves without a home is able to regain their self-respect and then return to full employment. It would be hopelessly naive of me to suggest that business has all the answers for every stage of the journey. Clearly, it doesn't. But companies such as those represented here today, and I'm hugely grateful to you for taking up the invitation to come, do have a crucial role to play in that last stage, getting back into work. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we established Business Action on Homelessness so long ago, and why 10 years ago we started the Ready for Work program. Now, I can scarcely believe that in that time, and right across the country, over 5,400 people have been helped, and over 2,000 have gained employment. And that really is, I think, a remarkable achievement, entirely due to the willingness of companies to cooperate and work in this field. Needless to say, I'm so pleased that some 280 separate agencies now refer people to one of the 23 Ready for Work programs running across the country. Now, perhaps I should at this juncture just take a moment to thank all those incredible individuals who have done so much over the years to make such a difference. Particularly, of course, the company buddies and job coaches who do play such a really crucial role in all this, because without them, we really wouldn't be able to achieve what is done. So this whole campaign grew out of the sheer energy and determination of a group led by John Stadzinski and Eva Hamilton. And their successors, John Varley, Susie Perry and Anne Wilmot, have picked up the baton and continued to push forward pretty heroically, I think. And John is also currently my Business in the Community National Ambassador, and his continued leadership and support make all the difference. Quite how he fits in everything else he's supposed to do, I don't know. Well, of course, the programme would not succeed without the ongoing support of many of the companies which should be part of the Ready for Work story. Thankfully, the momentum continues to build as Accenture become the latest addition to the leadership team, joining Marks & Spencer, been there right from the start, Royal Mail, Freshfields as well, there right from the start, Barclays, KPMG, Carillion, who've been remarkable, and Bain and Company. It is crucial, of course, that we not only maintain this momentum, but also, if we possibly can, add to it if we are to avoid future problems. This is the committee was formed in the midst of the social and economic upheaval of the 1980s. It was, in some ways, an emergency response to the crises that were unfolding across the country. The far-sighted business leaders who were involved understood that helping to tackle economic and social issues was an essential part of far-sighted business practice. Or, as Marcus Seif used to say, prosperous high streets require prosperous back streets. Well, in recent years, it's been all too easy to forget this, particularly if business is booming. But there are signs that the problems are creeping up on us again. In the last 6 months, the number of homeless people has begun to rise, and as our economy continues to struggle, I fear this trend may continue. Despite the economic boom of recent years, it is estimated that there are some 20,000 people in this country who are either homeless or have experienced homelessness, who could be back at work, but are not. And that is before any increase caused by the downturn. So, ladies and gentlemen, please remember that business has a crucial role to play in all this, as I hope you've discovered today. The work of business action on homelessness over the past decade has shown what is possible. So I can only call on as many companies and individuals as possible to join in to do what they can to help. Thank you, President.